It's Thursday evening. It is April the 11th, 2024, and you are tuned in to Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show, live here on Facebook and on YouTube all across the World Wide Web. And we welcome you tonight to our Thursday night broadcast live. Hope everybody's doing good tonight, whether you're joining us, no matter where you are, no matter where you're joining us tonight, by computer, by telephone, by whatever avenue that you are joining us by tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to tune into our show here tonight. Got an hour and 15-minute packed show for you tonight. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about, but we're going to be talking about a lot of good stuff and maybe talking about a lot of nonsense and maybe bringing you up to date on some current events. But we are glad you have joined us here tonight, and we are live and in color at all four of our studios tonight. Our studio in Enterprise, Georgia, our studio at Thompsontown, Georgia, our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and our studio at turn number 3 at the old Rocket Speedway in Dothan, Alabama. Coming to you live and with 150,000 watts of pure power streaming across the internet worldwide. If you're watching on Facebook, do us a great big favor. Reach over and hit the like button and hit the share button. Let everybody know that you are watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show here tonight on Thursday night, April the 11th, 2024, and a wet one if you are in South Georgia or Southeast Alabama or Northwest Florida. Live all across the great United States of America and foreign countries where it is legal and illegal for us to broadcast. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and the great state of Baker County, Georgia. And I will give a big shout out to one of their county commissioners who I saw this afternoon. Was able, me and Queasel both were able to see that great county commissioner from the great state of Baker County, Georgia this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the truth and nothing but the truth. But our disclaimer is this: if you do not subscribe to Common Sense Thinking, you might want to turn the channel because you might be offended. This program will not be for you because it's time for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And guys, we're coming to us live tonight on the big screen, 107.49, 32 and 1/8 inches, live and in color at Boomers. We're live at Boomers. Boomers, Blind Hog Acorn Sanctuary. Boomers, Bridal Registry for those with over 6 marriages. Boomers, Boomers, brake fluid reclamation and line cutting for ex-wife automobiles. Boomers, brain surgery, second and third opinions. And Boomers, booking agent for Buki Kimbrell's Guide to Proper Public Speaking Techniques seminars in Bayou La Batre, Alabama.
Woo! You add that to 150,000 watts, and I don't know where them watts are coming from. I hope it's off of your electric meter, not mine over here at the whole Rocket Speedway. But that's a lot of that's a powerful thing there, Marvin. You done good.
I agree. I had no idea though, Floyd. You didn't tell us nothing about that Buki had done gone on the circuit doing seminars.
Bookie been on the circuit, but Bookie been on the circuit forever. Bookie's a world-class United States salesman of all things. What Bookie used to sell products, and now he's selling himself.
He's so any of you that need the proper public speaking technique guide and seminar, it's Buki Kimbrell teaching that. The booking agent is Boomers in Bayou La Batre, Alabama.
I heard that he was also going to be a spokesman for the snuff company because snuff had got so high he was going to endorse.
That's the only way you're gonna be able to afford snuff.
I
ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. But that's the only way you're gonna be able to afford snuff is to endorse it and get him a gig with them, with the snuff folks.
Yep. But well, hey guys, we're glad you're joining us tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you, all the way from Shingler Hill, Georgia, in southwestern Iron City, all the way to Baker County, all the way to Jacksonville, Florida, all across the great United States of America and foreign countries abroad. We appreciate each and every one of you joining us. Um,
I want to say hello to Kenny Jackson watching the woods down in Cottonwood, Alabama. And Ann Tillery up in Troy. I have got some news about Troy, Alabama to tell y'all in a few minutes when Marvin puts up the logo.
what logo? Oh, on the
Oh
advert.
yeah.
You gotta be clear there. You gotta be clear. Hey, listen, I had an email from the people that from YouTube and Facebook and wherever else. Because I guess I had to. It's good I'm back in the driver's seat tonight because they said y'all went 2 hours and 47 minutes last week. And I got a little disclaimer sent to me from YouTube and Facebook and Restream, and they was just asking me what was the deal on it, and I said, well, I'll be back in the seat this coming Thursday night.
Yeah,
So
that's what the problem was, because the folks that was tuning us in, they was screaming for more.
That's
And
right.
they was, what do you say, Queasel, they were doing? They were foaming at the mouth and falling in the
Rolling in the
aisle.
aisles and foaming at the mouth.
Uh-huh. That's what
anyway,
they wanted, begging for more. Please,
They
I,
more.
wanted us to pontificate more on a certain pastor of a Baptist church in rural Miller County, but we were good boys and we didn't do that.
I bet y'all didn't. Y'all know what I was doing, and so I'm gonna put up a picture right now. This is where
Hey,
I was this past
Mm.
week and this weekend, getting the baby girl married off there, and anyway.
I would like she was a beautiful bride, but I would like a rewind, if you don't mind, of the father and mother of the bride making an exit from the building in which they got married. Would you like to see that, Queasel?
Oh man, that wasn't nothing. That wasn't nothing. You
Oh,
should have hung
whoa.
around. Oh no, you should have hung around a little later, man. Marvin was out there break dancing. They
Did they
had a
play the piccolo for him out there?
man. He got out there on that concrete dance floor out there by that fishing pond, and Marvin he looked like James Brown standing in the bed of fire ants out there, boy. He was going ever which direction you want to go. He was moving like a Maytag washing machine stuck in the spin cycle. They going through, had moves. I mean, they was trying to, they want him for a remake of Saturday Night Live. I mean, Saturday Night Fever, or Disco Fever, whatever the name of that John Travolta show. Marvin is going to be the new John Travolta in that remake when they make that movie. All he needed is some of them disco shoes. I think Floyd can hook him up with a pair of them. Marvin will be ready to go.
If I had them Puerto Rican
Marvin
fence
was putting
climbing,
on the show.
ain't no telling what I could do with a pair of Puerto Rican fence climbing shoes.
Well, let me ask you this: when will the video be available of the exit from the wedding?
I'm gonna have to get that because I've not seen a video of that. Now I've seen a video of the after party dance, and yeah, I like that right there. Somebody just put up said it'd be Saturday Night Fever on pay per view. I really like them last three words there, pay per view. He is talking my language now.
Yes,
But
it's an
anyway,
offer.
it was a great event, and I'm glad it's over. We had a great time, but I am glad it's over. That was a lot. But anyway,
He was
I do
doing it
need to
though.
give a report, guys. I don't know if any of y'all are aware of this, but in the last 24 hours, we've had some rainfall. We had some
No.
fall. I had these two gauges were sent to me today. The one without the green top is on Pickle Hill out on Harmony Church Road. It was above 5.5 inches. The other one at 5.5 was pushed all the way to the top and could not go anymore. That one was out in the little bit southwestern part of the Enterprise community there. And this picture here is this afternoon from the Ricky Bracewell estate on Acox Creek, right there. It's almost up to his cook shed behind his house there. That was all came in there last night, every bit of that. And then this one is at Mr. Radine Hurd's pea picking field on Highway 45 in Colquitt. That's a cow pasture / pea picking field right there.
Do you know we didn't have but 3.5 inches of rain here, and this afternoon, about an hour ago, hour and a half ago. It had dried, the wind had dried it out so much there was dust coming all the way across 431 up there.
I saw that this afternoon. We went up Rebecca County this afternoon. Dust coming off in more big fields right there. It done dried it out on the top. That wind blowing, and not it did nothing, man. I mean, it was like bearing down, but it was dust coming out of more big pivot, sandy pivot fields in Baker County up there. Me and Nadine coming through that this afternoon. So it won't take it long to dry out and put a crust on that ground. It won't take it long. I hope it's being lazy. That's what I hope.
Marvin, can you show my fishing pictures?
Yeah.
I want to make Queasel give him a little hit his appetite a little bit. Those are what they call shell and crackers. Queasel, them came out of a place that you're going to go camping on here shortly, okay? You know where I'm talking about, Queasel?
Yeah. I know right where you're talking about. I know where I'm going camping. I don't know where them shell crackers come from.
Yeah, pretty close to where you going to camp.
But I'm all ears.
Bass Island. You know where I'm talking about, right in front of it. Yeah, we got some more pictures here.
Yeah.
That's Lake
Only
Seminole.
thing, I'm afraid by the time we get down there camping, that the water's going to be 60 foot deep, moving 100 miles an hour.
Coach Ronnie Hicks with two of a good mess they caught. He and Coach Griffin. Ooh. Coach Hicks and Griffin added again with the specs up on Eufaula. If you'll notice, the two coaches are riding in that center console boat he had all the grandkids in, because it's been so windy up there. If you ain't got a center console, you don't need to get out there. But here's one more picture of the catch that Ronnie and Al had, and they had a good mess. There they are, of good specks. A lot of folks are catching these specks, and now the shell cracker started bedding up in some parts of Seminole. So maybe the water will run on off in a hurry, and they'll be back to fishing as usual. You know what I mean?
I hope so. We going, fishing or no fishing, we going.
Hello to Wildcat Wendell Cooley down there around Milton, Florida, watching this evening with us. We got folks from all over.
Also, let me put this one up here. Charles Pickle, I told you about that he had that gauge and he got 5.5 inches. This right here, listen to this one. Y'all ready for this? 7/10 of 1 acre of onions. 3,265 pounds of onions on 7/10 of 1 acre of land.
Run that by me one more time, Marvin.
3,265 pounds of onions on 0.7 acres.
Boy, I tell you what. Wonder what they bring a pound. Those are beautiful.
I don't know, but that's some nice Vidalia onions there.
That's hand done right there too. And you don't see no equipment in there where they've been digging all that stuff up with plows and diggers, and hand done, hand set out, hand tended to, hand pooled, and it's gonna be cured out. And I was a recipient of some of those onions yesterday, or encountered him yesterday at his house there. And me and Nadine was a recipient of some of those onions. We got them curing out a little bit more, but I'm going to try to spread the cheer around with them onions. There's some folks around here that like onions, and they ain't able to get the kind of onions they want. I'm gonna make them happy. I'm going to make me and Nadine happy, but I'm going to make some more folks happy too, because that's what Mr. Charles Pickle told me to do with them.
Yep.
He said, make some folks happy, Floyd. That's what I'm going to do.
Speaking of good eating, Floyd, I don't know when you had that, but that's a mighty fine looking meal right there.
You can do your ad right now on Sowega Meat Company. You can do your ad right now on Sowega Meat Company. Now, I go in there and I get the Floyd B. Lloyd's page. Put the meat back up there and let them see it there, Marvin. They know what the sign looks like.
Just behold the phone.
I go in there and I get the Floyd B. Lloyd special. It's 2 8-ounce fillets. That's 1 8-ounce for me and 1 8-ounce for Nadine. And I put them on the grill out there on some charcoal on the grill on on them cast iron grates out there. And I cook that, boy, and I tend to it, though. You got to tend to it. So you can't dial that in like you do, some of them grills where you dial it in. You go in the house and then you get on your computer and you check what your ticker tape at your stocks are doing, and then you go back out there and you get your steak off the thing. I tend to it. I come from Sowega Meat Company, right here halfway between Colquitt, Georgia, and Blakely, Georgia, on Highway 27. You can't miss it. It's a big wooden building sitting right up on the hill. Sowega Meat Company. That's the kind of steaks, that's the kind of meat you're going to get at Sowega Meat Company. And then I get me some veggies. See, I eat right. Me and Nadine don't need them fruits and veggies that they advertise on TV, them peels all the time, that you advertise. Well, I grill my veggies. I get them in a pan. It's kind of a stir-fry pan, and I grill them veggies. And I put that potato, that bacon potato, put it in the oven. Oven here, not the microwave. And I cook that boy down. And that right there is how po folks eats good right here in Miller County, Georgia. First place you got to stop is Sowega Meat Company, and you got to get the right kind of meat. If you want it to wind up good, you got to start out with good meat. I got a lot of confidence in them. They got good meat out there. They got a good product out there. Good friendly folks. Go in there, help yourself. Sowega Meat Company, they one of our good sponsors. Y'all go in there and tell them y'all heard about it on the Dirt Road Sports and the Charlie Platt Show. Y'all tell them who you are, tell them where you come from. But anyway, Sowega Meat Company.
Hey, Queasel, tell him, and I know he's watching tonight from Shingler Hill. Tell him about our good friend, Mr. Billy Shingler, attorney at law.
2 words. 2 words. 2 words go associated with Shingler Law. You hear the word Shingler Law, you automatically think of 2 words, not guilty. It don't matter what it is. Don't matter what they've been accused you of. Shingler Law, if Billy Shingler can't get you out of it, you are in serious trouble. It don't matter where you did it or not. He'll get you out of it. He's the man you need. If you in trouble with the law, you need to call Billy Shingler. He is the man. He has never let the truth stand in the way of a good verdict. He is there to do whatever he got to do to get you off. He is known all over the United States of America. When he walks in the courtroom, the prosecutors go out the back door. I'm telling you, he is the man to see if you in trouble with the law. Now, he does all other kind of lawyer stuff too. Anything you need to do with law or any type of legal stuff, one stop. That's all you got to do. Give him a call, go by and see him, and I guarantee you'll be glad you did, because he takes every case, he takes it personal. He looks after you. If you need a will, if you need property done, whatever it is you need to do, if it's got to do with law, Billy knows it. Give him a call, Shingler Law, 229-524-1225. And remember these 2 words, not guilty.
And let me break in and tell you this. Just got a text, got a special going on for the month of April. If you prepay for 5 divorces, your 6th one will be free.
That's
If you prepay for 5 divorces, your 6th one will be free. Shingler Law. Charlie, tell them about our good buddies over in Troy and give us the news.
The news is Outlaws Bus and Barbecue is the place to go for the best pulled pork, chicken, or maybe it's the ribs you like, and all kind of great side dishes to go along with it. They got steak on the menu, whether it be New York strip or a ribeye, and they have got something new coming on Friday and Saturday nights. Are you paying attention, Marvin?
I'm listening.
All right, all you folks up there around Troy, Miss Tillery, and some of the others that are watching, from 4 to 9 on Friday and Saturday nights, all you can eat, dine in only. Don't go in there and ask for a grocery sack to put some in and carry home. You got to eat it right there. All you can eat seafood night. Did you hear that?
Man.
Fried, grilled, and boiled shrimp, fried oysters, fried scallops, whole catfish, stuffed crabs, French fries, onion rings, hush puppies, cheese grits, and that coleslaw that I tell y'all is the best I've ever had in my life. And I'll say it again. Add to that banana pudding for dessert, all for the low price of $18.99.
He must have hit the lotto if he gonna let food go that cheap.
Listen
You
here.
know, those are the only three words that I like to hear better than pay-per-view is all you can eat.
Yeah, that's
That's
3
4
words.
words.
That's 3
That's
words.
4 words there, Marvin.
4 words,
All
Marvin.
you can eat. Okay, I went to Miller County. Sorry.
No. But look at here. You can't try them out tomorrow night, Saturday night, 4 to 9, dine in only, seafood buffet. All you can eat, $18.99. 3 different types of shrimp, boiled, fried, grilled, and then all those other great dishes to go along with it, choices. And you can't go wrong. Check them out. Outlaws is located at the intersection of 3 Notch and US 231, Troy, Alabama. By the way,
Queasel, that sounds like a place we ought to go to tomorrow night instead of this other place we can talk about
I know
going
it.
to.
Sound like a heap better place to
There
me.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
we can pay for our extra gas to get up there.
Yeah.
Floyd, I enjoyed that illustration you did a while ago about the grill. You don't have to, get a certain temperature. You got to tend to it. You got to work it. And a steak like that from Sewega, you ain't got to put a bunch of Dales or anything else on it. Just a little bit of salt, pepper, and grill the thing. But you know who it reminded me of? I know your favorite person is the My Pillow guy. It reminded me of Set It and Forget It. Ron Popel. You remember them commercials?
Oh,
Yeah. Set it and forget it. I remember him.
Set It and Forget It.
he's dead, ain't he? I think he died. He went on to the wherever.
OJ died, in case anybody hadn't heard yet.
Yeah. Well, and next on the agenda, Bill Hornsby put on here that they are partaking of deer sausage and libations tonight at the round table for everybody.
I don't blame them. I would too. It's too wet to plow. They can't get in the field today, man. They got to do something. So they thinking about it though. They planning.
All right, I want to wax nostalgia a little bit. Floyd, I need you to get that Miller County Liberal ready for when after I do this picture right here, because we'll bring Queasel in on that one. All right, guys, this was 1976, the Great Tractorcade.
1977, Marvin.
Okay, I wasn't but a year off. Anyway, the Great Tractorcade to the Atlanta, Georgia Capitol. And if you will notice that tractor right there in that picture belonged to none other than, I assume it belonged to him, Marlon Gibson from Miller County, Georgia. And one of those tractors, I saw it about a month and a half ago, is on a black and white picture hanging in a shadow box in the museum part of the Capitol in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's got the tire on it. What did it say on the tire, Queasel? Do you remember?
Miller County.
Yeah, Miller County.
Miller County. Yep. Backed up the stairs, up the steps up there at the Capitol.
That was it. He was backed up the steps. He knocked a chunk out of the steps with his drawbar out of the capital of the Georgia, of the state of Georgia. He knocked a chunk out about as big as this cap I got on with his drawbar backing up the steps. Marlon Hoot Gibson from Miller County, Georgia. And y'all see that man standing in that picture right there?
Yeah,
that
who is
gentleman
that?
right there is the coldest human being that is being photographed that day, because that was the coldest day I have ever seen in my life.
It was cold.
So I don't know what he got hanging out of his pocket, but he probably got a half pint of the Jim Beam in each pants pocket to stay thawed out.
So that day right there, you were on site.
I was on site, baby.
I was on site too. I was
Yeah,
there.
oh yeah, man. Everybody from Miller County was up there.
Yeah.
We
We
was
was
up
up there
with the
letting
service truck and all that, with the air compressor, the service truck, and all that good stuff.
We was letting water out of them tractor tires. It was so cold. The water was freezing. We was letting water out of them tractor tires, putting antifreeze in them, so they could get to the Capitol.
That's right.
We stopped there about McDonough, wasn't it, Floyd?
What now?
We stopped that before we went on into Atlanta. Didn't we spend the night there in McDonough?
That's
right.
That's where we had a powwow that night before.
What what kind of powwow was it?
Had a meeting, man. We were discussing what we were going to do the next day.
So
Was
And
there
it
any
was so cold, man. You couldn't. Your lips was blue.
It was cold.
How
Woo.
much fire water was consumed at the
I
powwow?
don't know, man. Now you getting personal now. I don't know. You're going to Midland now. But that's the tractor right there. And if y'all ever go to the cap, I don't know which side it was on. I don't remember which side of the Capitol it was on. But look down, and there's a chunk knocked out of them steps on the Georgia Capitol. Making a mistake. Didn't mean to do it. It was an accident.
Yeah.
It was an accident.
Hey, things happen.
And if y'all don't believe us, if you ever go to the state capitol, go to the third floor. Go to the third floor up there and walk over there, and you'll see a big old box that'll have agriculture, and it'll have the great tractorcade, and you'll see in that picture that tractor that we talking about backed up on them steps with Miller County wrote in shoe polish on them tractor tires in white shoe polish. Yep.
We got all them tractors up there. We got all that. Then we had to figure out how to get them home. And then you don't want to drive no tractor after you done been through all that procedure. You don't want to drive no tractor home from Atlanta. And Mr. Roger Spooner was up there. I don't know how many semi trucks and trailers he had, but he hauled every tractor, I reckon, from Miller County and Seminole County. He hauled them back to the John Deere dealerships in Miller County or Seminole County, wherever they was originated from. He hauled them back, unloaded them there, and he'd go back and get another load. He charged the farmers $0, Mr. Roger Spooner. $0 to haul them tractors back. We had another couple of individuals that went up there. And it was a father and a son, and they lived out kind of in the Cooktown area, if you will. They weren't cooks. They lived in the Cooktown area. And one of them, it was like he had like a 7600 Ford. That's what they had. And the father had driven up there in a pickup truck, a long wheel-based two-wheel drive pickup truck, like a 76 or 77 Chevrolet two-wheel drive pickup truck. So they got up there, the son driving the tractor, and the son driving the tractor, and the father driving the pickup truck. So they had this great idea that they were going to hook the tractor to the back of the pickup truck with a chain. They were going to pull him back down I-75. And you farmers, you know what I'm talking about. You listen to me now. You people that farm now, you people in Martha's Vineyard, you ain't going to understand nothing what I'm saying. They hooked that chain around the back bumper of that Chevrolet pickup, that two-wheel drive Chevrolet pickup, and they took it out south. They was heading south. And they rolling along. And well, the father forgot that the tractor was behind him. He kept increasing the speed. So, any of you that have any kind of agricultural dealing with tractors at all know how those tires are back there. And like Queasel was talking about, they're about half full of antifreeze anyway. So you get a tractor running about 55 miles an hour, and the back wheels, they go to loping with you. And the tractor got to jumping off the pavement with the son that was driving the tractor, and he panicked and he hit the brakes on that tractor and smacked the whole back bumper off the truck. So they didn't have nothing to hook the tractor to hook it back. If they'd have just waited around, Mr. Roger Spooner would have brought the tractor home for him for free, but he wound up driving that blooming tractor all the way from Atlanta to Concord, Georgia. But he snatched that back bumper slam on you. He hit them brakes. When you hit brakes on the tractor, it's got some torque with it. And I think the old back end of the truck went way up in there like that and smashed the whole back bumper off. I don't know if that ever slowed down or not. I think he come home to Concord. He never know nothing about it. That's a true story.
Yeah.
So
We don't make this stuff up, folks. Y'all, we do not make this stuff up.
A few years back, when the scrap metal got real, out the roof, I was coming on 84 back from over y'all's way, and I've been in Georgia, over that way somewhere, and right about Pansy, close to Eford's out there, there was a guy in a half-ton pickup truck that thought it was a good idea to put one of those tricycle type cotton pickers, 2-row, if you will, to put the tricycle part in the back of the truck and pull that thing over to the pig to sell it.
Yeah.
You know where them little 2 or 3 little bumps is in the road right there on 84, little dips?
Mm-hmm.
He hit them dips, the front wheels of that pickup truck were coming all the way off the road.
Man,
He made it, though.
he needed some change. He needed some money now. He would have to get that thing over there, whatever it took.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good right there now. Pretty good right there. Hey guys, it's time for trivia time. Trivia time. Southern Hissy Fits on the square in Colquitt. Go visit them. They're on the southwest corner, or give her a call, 229-726-4825. All your embroidery, t-shirts, tumblers, gifts, custom candles right there, 109 West College Street in Colquitt, Georgia, at Southern Hissy Fits. And they are the sponsor of the official licensed memorabilia of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And the winner of tonight's trivia contest will win a Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show licensed car tag. Licensed car tag brought to us by our good friends at Southern Hissy Fits on the square in Colquitt, Georgia. All right. I need your name and the correct answer to the question I'm about to ask you. Texted to 229-254-5060. On the television show Gunsmoke. What was Miss Kitty's real name?
Her name on the show, Marvin. Her real name on the show, not her real name in life. Her name on the show.
Gotcha. I'm reading it as it was
I
sent.
know, but you failed to recommunicate with the person that sent it.
Well, this trivia executive that sent me the trivia question. Anyway, on the TV show Gunsmoke, not her real name in person. What was her real name on the television show? What was her real name on the television show? I need a first and a last name, Bill Hornsby. I see you coming in there, but I need a first and a last name. I had one here that said Amanda Blake, but now that was her real name in real life. And then I had one sent to me that said Miss Kitty was a strip club one time in Atlanta, Georgia.
Who was that? Was that Billy Shingler? Was that DeLong? Was that Ernie Turney?
Was that Shingler that sent that in?
Well, here is okay. Bill Hornsby got it. Bill Hornsby got it. Carl Cressman came in second. He had Kitty Russell, but it was not Kitty Russell. It was Kathleen Russell was her name, her real name on the television show. On the television show. Yeah.
That's right. She told her what her real name was. She said, "My name is not Kitty. It's Kathleen Russell."
And
I remember that, man.
Yeah, Kathleen Russell was the lady's name. So Bill Hornsby, none other than cousin Bill Hornsby, is the winner tonight on the Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show trivia time, and he is a winner of a enameled car tag or tractor tag, if you will, if he needs to put it on his tractor.
So we enamel them now. They are enameled.
Yeah, enameled. That's
okay, good. We just stepping up a notch on them.
Enameled?
And so anyway,
what does that mean?
I have no idea.
He don't know.
It sounded good, so
let him get out of it on his own there, please.
It kind of rolled off the tongue a little bit there, you know. Hang on here. I got somebody calling. I don't know if I hope this ain't a bill collector or nothing. Let me check and see right here. This is Marvin with Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. You're live and on the air.
Miss Kitty Russell. Hello?
Hello.
Miss Kitty Russell.
I reckon. I don't know.
He's too late, Marvin. He's too late. You need to go ahead and pull. He's good. We appreciate your enthusiasm, but you're just a little bit too late.
All right. So, got a winner. Got a winner there. And we appreciate Bill Horns. We appreciate all of you watching. Appreciate Southern Hissy Fits for the trivia time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. All right. We need
to
to.
mute your phone, Marvin. Go ahead.
Pardon? What'd you say?
I said, go ahead and mute that phone while you at it.
All right. I need to pay some bills. Quizzle, tell them about the holstered 9.
Well, I don't know what to tell them other than these is the nicest folks you'll ever want to deal with. I tell y'all every week that the time's coming, and I don't know how far away it is, but we got to learn how to. We live in a world now where we got to learn how to protect ourselves. And if you're looking for some type of firearm or something for your personal protection, because ain't nobody else going to protect your family. They done took all the rights the police has got away. They don't let the police do their job. So it's back to where we have to do it. You're about going to have to do it ourselves. Anything you need in the line of personal protection, they got pistols, long guns, anything in that line that you need, all the different kinds of ammunition that you might need, they got it. Turkey season is on us. They got all kind of turkey guns. They got all kind of ammunition for that. They got anything you need to do it. I see they got some of those feeders that are back out front there. They got one of them souped up scooters that you can ride out there in the woods and hunt in. They got them out front for sale. They got most anything you want there. If you go next door, go into the parts house. They got all the parts you need for your cars, your trucks, your motorcycles, whatever it is you need. They got it. They got anything you need to clean them up and to shine them up. They got all kind of truck accessories to outfit that pickup truck the way you want it. They got them bumpers that's guaranteed that not a deer won't hurt your truck. They got all that kind of stuff that you need. They got it there. They got the gift shop so you can buy your wife or your girlfriend a gift while you're in there and get out of the doghouse. Those world famous grills that Floyd don't know how to work, them rabbit pellet grills, they got them. They got them, and they got all the different kind of rabbit pellets that you might want so that you can turn out a steak that would be sure enough looking like almost as good as the one Floyd had. Anything you need, they got it at the Holstered 9, Phillips Auto Parts, anything in that line, go see them. They good people. They working hard and trying to make an honest living. Right under them 2 beautiful American flags on 27 just outside of town, 27 South, Colquitt, Georgia.
Now, Queasel, I wanted to make sure I heard you right. You said that you could buy a gun for your wife or girlfriend, not your wife and your girlfriend.
Right. No, you don't want to buy them both a gun.
No.
I was just making sure of that.
That won't never work.
Yeah.
All right, Lloyd, talk to him about Ziggy.
Oh man, you can't say enough about that place. You cannot say enough about it. I called her today. I said, Ziggy, I want some of them shrimps. He said, I know what you want, Floyd. I said, you want them on the rocks? I said, yeah. I said, how I want them. So anyway, I called her. She had them waiting for me when I got there. I just took a few pictures this afternoon of some of the products she's got in there. Shrimp everywhere, salmon. You got catfish fillet, you got crawfish, you got scallops, whatever oysters in there, mullet fish, catfish fillets, whole cat, whatever you want in the seafood line. Go in there and see her. If you want some of it cooked, tell her to cook it for you. She'll steam that stuff for you. She knows how to run. She got the steamer dialed in. And then get you a jug of that elderberry syrup. That's kind of like that wine that them Israelites used to walk around over there 2,000 years ago, that fresh grape juice that they drank. It's what them Baptists call it over there. Go see Ziggy B's over there, Ziggy B's Seafood Market. You will not be disappointed.
Look at here, Floyd.
Hold that shirt back up there. Look at that, Floyd.
Look what she gave Kristen. She gave Kristen today, told her to wear it and advertise for her.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Let me tell you, I made a special trip over there Friday. Anytime you folks hear us talk about the Low Country Boil, if you don't get over there when she's got the Low Country Boil, It's your mistake, not mine. Best I ever put in my mouth last Friday night.
Oh
Very
yeah,
good.
it's
Well,
dialed in, man. It ain't all gummed up.
you
I
see
said,
where she got.
we need to use that for a trivia question one night, Marvin. Gum.
You
I
see
bet
where
they folks up in Martha's Vineyard ain't got no idea what gum.
Mandy done posted up there. My wife bought some of that elderberry syrup. We're gonna try some of that. We're gonna see
Right
what
out,
it.
man. Right out.
Yeah.
They can make a report next week.
Yes, sir.
Ain't it? It's supposed to. Is it supposed to help you libido and all that too?
See,
I'll tell you next week.
Hey, maybe y'all marketing that stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If it do, we're gonna be in there and buy some more next week.
You gonna be, instead of a pint, you gonna be buying a gallon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and buy a gallon of it.
Be done cornered the market on that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy
Lord.
Singer said that if you buying a gun for your wife and girlfriend, the retainer will be hefty.
I would hope so.
Oh man! Hey, Floyd, talk to us. Let me throw this up here while we're there. What about the quail right here? Talk to me about it.
My old buddy Wayne Gucci, Saturday night was a week ago. We had a kind of got to get together there. And I told him, I called him out and said, we need to cook some quail birds. He said, I just happen to have some. He had gone somewhere on one of them plantations, shot a bunch of quails. We got them, cooked them here in the house. Cooked them quail birds up, had us some rice and some gravy and some salad and some biscuits. I'm telling you what, man, that's as good as it gets right there. And I didn't pick out but about 2 or 3 little old bird shot out of them quail. They done a great job of cleaning them. And of course, we had that grease dialed in out there, had cooked them boys good. And that gravy right there, you can see right there on top of them quail where that's at. That's Nadine special. She is the gravy queen. She can do some gravy. And anyway, we had a good time. And a good time was had by all right there. That's about as good as it gets in my world right there, guys. Marvin,
Hey,
you talking a while ago. You don't talk about the paper. You don't talk about any of that.
Yeah, I want you to come to that before I go there. But Mandy did say, Queasel, she can produce it by the gallon if need be.
All right.
Well, if it works, she better get ready because she's gonna be selling it faster than she can make it.
She'll be doing more business at the drugstore or
I
the street
guarantee
store.
you.
Hey, look at that. What Slade Allday said. He can't understand why our production has not already won an Emmy Award.
They just ain't found us. That's it. We just have not been discovered. You got to be, Junior Samples was discovered. We ain't been discovered yet. We've been chopping, but we ain't got no chips flying.
Yeah, they and probably the majority of those on the voting panel for the Emmys reside either on Martha's Vineyard or in Los Angeles, California. So
they ain't our peeps, I promise you. They done teamed us out, Marvin.
Yeah, I want you to show that from the Miller County Liberal, and Queasel, I know he's gonna find this interesting.
You're gonna find this interesting. Our good friend Miss Cindy Rojo, man, from Albany, Georgia. We was up there visiting her not long ago, and she was cleaning out her attic and closets and everything, and she found a bunch of these old Miller County Liberals. And I love these things, Miller County Liberals, and this is from August the 31st, 1978, Queasel.
There you go.
1970. It goes back a ways, don't it?
That's on back there.
I'm gonna show you something right there. Y'all see that? Can y'all see
that?
Oh yeah.
There? Oh yeah.
That, my friends, in case that y'all might not know what that is. That was the firefighting machine for Concord and Miller County, Georgia, in 1978. That's what she looked like.
That's right.
And then a bunch of young men called the Georgia JCs got a hold of that thing and turned it into that right there. Turned it into that. And let me tell you, I'm going to read just a little bit. I'm going to read, if I may, I just want an old fire truck renovated. You remember that old truck, don't you, Queasel? Have y'all still got that old truck? Have y'all still got that truck?
No, well, that truck? No. We sold it. We sold it. We sold it to a man that he had the stuff to restore it with. We didn't have it, and that truck is restored and in a museum.
That's fine. People can still enjoy it. No, it didn't go to the scrapyard, did it? I'll
Yes,
read
sir.
this to you.
Yes,
A 1942 Chevrolet fire truck pictured above has been undergoing a long, slow facelift. Mechanically, the truck was in excellent condition, but the outside appearance and the equipment were deplorable. The Miller County JCs, of which me and Queasel were founding members of, Miller County JCs, y'all remember that, young men's group from the age of 18 to 35, changing their community. In conjunction with the Colquitt Volunteer Fire Department, removed all the equipment from the truck, stripped it, painted it, and done all that kind of stuff. And the county commissioners helped with some of the equipment, helped with some of the funds. And here's some of the guys that we would like to thank the following persons who put a lot of work and long hours into making the truck's outside appearance better. Bubba Vonador, deceased. Bubba Vonador, he was one of our JC members. David Vonador, he's a city councilman in Colquitt, Georgia, one of the finest men ever lived. He was a JC. Al Davis, John Hare, John Grant, David Lovren, and Philip Richardson. Also, a special thanks to Willard Merritt, and that's a name that some of you Miller Countyans from old remember. Willard Merritt for the use of his service station and equipment to restore the truck. That was in 1978, guys.
And Floyd, here's the thing about it. 1978, May of 1978 is when we founded the fire department.
Out of the JCs. The JCs, we were having meetings, and we said we had some young men at those meetings, and Queasel being one of them said we need a fire department here in Miller County. And here's what we got right now. I want y'all to look at this truck now. This is what we have. This is what Miller County had. That truck right there. That's what they had. That was one of the trucks. That was about the main one they had. 1978. Started in Miller County. How many? We were talking about this before we went on there. I told Charlie and I told Marvin. I said I bet we got $5 million worth of firefighting equipment right now in Miller County, Georgia. And Marvin said, "You wrong, Floyd. Said you wrong. How much equipment, firefighting equipment to help people save people's lives and save their property right there in that Miller County Volunteer Fire Department? How much equipment you think we got, Queasel?"
5 million won't touch it.
5 million won't touch it. That's good enough.
It
Ain't no need going no further with the math, because if you can't comprehend 5 million, you can't comprehend 100 million.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we got something to be proud of, and it has changed the lives of young men in Colquitt. It has absolutely changed the lives of some young men in Colquitt, and has saved the lives of numerous people and saved the property of numerous people in Miller County, Georgia.
And here's something else, Floyd. Now we have 6 stations covering 99% of all residents in Miller County now live within 5 miles of a fire station for insurance purposes.
And that reduces their insurance premiums on people who have property.
And I would dare say, and Queasel may correct me on this, I would dare say to replace everything, I don't know that 10 million would touch it.
It'd be hard pressed.
And these are volunteers. These guys are volunteers that do this now, y'all understand. Any of you people out there, and I've heard it before, man, it sets the hair on my neck when I heard, man, they come out blowing the siren at 11 o'clock at night. I said, let me tell you something, sport. I said, if your house is on fire, I said, if my house is on fire, I want them to start blowing the siren when they pull out of that fire station and run it just as loud as they can till they get to my house. Because I know my house has caught on fire before, and they came there, and I heard the sirens, and I'm going to tell you, when I heard them, the first tone I heard of that siren coming out there on Bellevue Highway, fixing to turn off down there on Uncle Charlie's Road, I was relieved because I knew help was on the way. Blow the siren, what they say. If it's going to wake you up, big deal. Go back to sleep. Your house ain't on fire. Sport.
So let me say this. I know a little bit about y'all's business over there, and y'all have an outstanding, even though he's here with us, fire chief and a volunteer fire department. However, not everybody and not all communities and counties are as blessed as y'all are over there, because I hear every day of can't get enough volunteers to man enough folks to go out and cover a wreck or a fire or anything else. That is news that you don't want to hear. You want to go ahead, Quay.
I'm just glad you touched on that. We're hurting for volunteers, and we used to have them. We used to have them running out to the folk have waiting lists, but not anymore. We are really hurting. We need about 10 or 12 good, good volunteers to come on board, but we can't find anybody. Nobody wants to do it. But I want to just throw in. Y'all brought it up, so I want to talk about them just a minute. I want to talk about that bunch that's up at that fire station. People don't realize how dedicated they are. They're there every Tuesday night, regardless. They're there for drills and training. All the calls that we go on, not a soul up there. Nobody gets paid one penny. As a matter of fact, it costs them money. They have to pay for their own gas to go to fire calls. They have to do that kind of stuff, and that's fine. We don't mind doing it, but way back yonder when we first to get this thing started, we would go and I think the highest honor we ever been paid was they did a swamp gravy performance about us, and one of the things in that play that people didn't believe was that there was a group of us. We'd go to the bank and we'd put our houses and land up for collateral to borrow money to buy a fire truck or to buy jaws of life or whatever we had to do. But it's that kind of stuff that's made that department work and stick over the years. And we're closer than family. And I love them, every one. There ain't nothing I wouldn't do for none of them. We are so blessed to have a group of men and women that we have up there that looks after us. And the folks can go to bed at night and know that they looked after and they protected. And all I have to do is just show up and find somebody to talk to because they take care of everything. We got a good bunch, and I appreciate and salute every one of them.
That's great, Queasel. That's a testimony right there. A lot of people, a lot of communities don't have that. I know y'all love everybody that's watching tonight. I know you've got good things going on in your community. But I'm gonna tell you, Carpet, Miller County, Georgia, you couldn't pay me to move nowhere else. This is it right here. This is my home. This is where my roots are. Me and Nadine, we love this place. We love where we live. We love our community, and everybody's in it. I mean, we got a great community here. But listen, if you're from New York City or if you're from California, do not move here. Do not come here. We do not want you here. It won't work for you here because what you'll do, you'll come and you'll vote for some stupid liberal Democrat and help them win the election, and we'll be to blame for it. So stay where you are.
And something else too, Floyd. You think about this. Charlie talks about it sometime over in Dothan, but we talk about things that could draw people to Colquitt, make people want to come to Colquitt. Colquitt, Georgia, Miller County is a safe place to live. It's a safe place to live at and to raise your children and to be at. And I know it's a lot different than it was when I grew up. When I grew up, you didn't never lock a door. Most doors didn't even have a lock on them, but it's different than that now. But compared to everywhere else, just sometimes when we hear some of the stories that Charlie tells, we are so blessed to live right here in Miller County, Georgia, city of Colquitt. I'm like you. I wouldn't live nowhere else. Nowhere.
And speaking about, I want to throw this in while y'all talk about our community. I mean, I agree with y'all and echo that. We lost a really big community person this past week, Miss Charlotte Phillips, one of the very first members of Swamp Gravy. Matter of fact, Floyd, if I'm not correct me on this if I'm wrong. The very first Swamp Gravy play, she spoke the very first word in the Swamp Gravy play in 1993.
1992. She said Columbus had a dream. That was the first word spoken in Swamp Gravy. And that was it. I'm telling you, she's been there ever since. I appreciate that, Marvin. Go ahead.
32 years later, Swamp Gravy's history. We were fortunate enough to, as the Dirt Road Sports prior to that, to work with her in Mayhaw. I'm talking a good woman. loved this community, loved Swamp Gravy, had a heart for people and loved people, did a great job raising 3 girls, and she will be forever missed. And I mean, when y'all got to talking about community, I couldn't help but think about her and all of the amount of hours that she had poured into this community. I mean, she was a part of the cast of that Nothing But a Wheel that was done about the fire department, and just a great American, Miss Charlotte Phillips. We remember you, should we
And
really,
her funeral, Marvin, tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock at Cotton Hall. Any of you people that might be watching and want to come pay your respects, tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock, Cotton Hall. Remember a great America. Thank you, Marvin.
All right, KWG Plumbing, our good friend, Mr. Wayne Garney, he does not do 24-hour service as on the ad, but he will do 12-hour service. Wayne Garney, KWG Plumbing, all you got to do is give him a phone call. He can do new construction. He can do existing construction. He does commercial. He does industrial. He does repair. He does it all. KWG Plumbing LLC. Kenneth Wayne Garney, he's licensed in 2 states, the great state of Georgia and the great state of Alabama. 229-220-6694 is the magic number to call. And Queasel, tell him what his motto is.
If you ain't flowing, he'll get you going.
There you go. And if you ain't
Give
flowing,
him a call.
you want to get going, 229-220-6694 is the magic number. And we are joined right now on the phone by none other than Mr. Wayne Garney himself. Brother Wayne, how you doing?
Yes, sir. Good, loud and clear. Thank y'all for having me on tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm showing a picture here. You sent that other one a little later to me. Didn't get to get on, but I got a beautiful picture of one of the prettiest red belly brim that I believe I've ever seen. And I'm thinking that this had to be on Acox Creek. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's on Acock Creek before we got that big rain last night. That was Tuesday afternoon.
Man, that is a beautiful sight right there on Acox Creek. So tell us a little bit about what's been going on in your world, either work or fishing.
Yes, sir. We been fishing a little bit here and there and working a little bit. The specs are still a little slow because of the brown water, but shellcracker and bluegill's doing good, and catfish is doing good. Catfish, it's just some days better than others on them. Work's been going steady. Been doing some industrial maintenance this week down in Bainbridge on some of the big plants down there. Running service calls and going to plumb in a new house in Blakely tomorrow, so be thankful for that.
Yes, sir. Sounds like you've been busy. Looks like we got a passel of rain last night, so you think that's going to mess up the fishing for a week or so?
Well, not catfishing. Catfish, the muddier and swifter it is, the faster they bite. Catfish, they love that.
So you're going to try to hit some catfish this weekend, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to try to hit it up there on the Flint River in Newton. We're going to go up there and do a little work Saturday and try to do some fishing Saturday afternoon.
All right, brother. Any words of wisdom you want to leave us with?
Yes, sir. I got a few right here. Always keep a smile on your face. Be nice to people. You never know when you're entertaining angels. And last from Captain Hook, fishing is the best way to be at peace with the world and oneself. Fishing is not a hobby, it's a state of mind. And I'll stay here laid up in the shade catching these catfish like they're going out of style. And I appreciate y'all.
Good night, brother. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you again next week.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. Mr. Wayne Garney there. All right, our good friend, Mr. T.C. Berryhill, sole proprietor of Berryhill Auctioneers, www.berryhillauctioneers.com. You can find him online. Find out where he's having an auction at. Most of his is online, but there's not a better auctioneer than we, and the Dirt Road Sports has not a better friend than Mr. T.C. Berryhill himself. Sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of Floyd's List of Impossibilities.
Thank you, Brother TC. Hope you're doing well, man. I hope everything's going. Hadn't heard from you in a while. Y'all just reach out to us and touch us sometime. I know you've been busy. I know you've been doing business. But we love you, TC. Thank you for that, dear God. Hope your dad's doing good. Floyd's List of Impossibilities. Y'all bear with me on this now, because it's gonna get some of y'all might get your feelings hurt if you tuned in from Martha's Vineyard or you tuned in from the White House. You may get your feelings hurt. But that's okay. It don't bother me. If your feelings are hurt, that's your problem. It ain't my problem. Impossibility that Joe Biden and Al Sharpton could complete a game of Scrabble. Can you see them two playing Scrabble? Please. We need to do a skit one night of Al Sharpton and Joe Biden playing Scrabble with each other. It would take up but about 2 minutes.
I wonder why Saturday Night Live's not done that.
They hadn't done that. I'm gonna send them this. I said, why don't y'all do this? It's a great thing for y'all to get Al Sharpton and Joe Biden playing a game of Scrabble to the end. It was an impossibility that Al Sharpton, Reverend Al Sharpton, can complete a sentence without using the words Donald Trump, racist, or white supremacist.
Good point.
The impossibility that Fredericks of Hollywood, let me repeat that. An impossibility that Fredericks of Hollywood sells any garment that Hillary Clinton can slip into.
Or for those that don't know about Fredericks of Hollywood, Victoria's Secret would be right there with it.
Here's an impossibility that Bill Clinton has ever bought Hillary Clinton anything from Fredericks of Hollywood.
Fredericks of Hollywood made Victoria's Secret look conservative.
Yeah. Can y'all see Hillary slipping into something from Fredericks of Hollywood?
What was that, Queasel? The nighty, sheer negligee nighty.
Negligee. It was a negligee.
Hillary Clinton couldn't slip into a hairnet from Fredericks of Hollywood.
Can you imagine, though, Floyd, seeing her in a sheer negligee nightgown?
None of us or either Bill could imagine that. Woo. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Here's one. An impossibility that any biological male pretending to be a woman, in other words, a transvestite, will ever need a woman's feminine product. And here's Al again, y'all. Here's old Al. He's such an easy target. Impossibility that Al Sharpton would ever vote for Vivek Ramaswamy on a write-in candidate ballot.
You going back to Scrabble on that one?
Yeah.
I didn't fail that.
Hey, Op and Andalusia, remember?
That's all man illusion. Woo. Here one for you. Here's a good one for you right here. An impossibility that Joe Biden can say LGBTQ 3 times in a row and then explain what it means. And last but not least, impossibility that Joe Biden can go 8 hours without having a bowel evacuation in his Depends. Done.
I guess you see what our lawyer put up there. Hillary and anything from Frederick Hollywood would make a freight train take a dirt road.
That's our lawyer. Hey, that's our lawyer right there. Now, if y'all want somebody that speaks your language, that's your man right there.
I bet, you know what? I bet you if he had been practicing law when that fella got out there on the Talladega racetrack and tried to cause a big ruckus, I bet you Billy Shingler could have got him out of it.
He got him out of it.
He did. Man, oh man.
Lord help him.
Woo! Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia. And they are proud to see, if they're insuring these crops this year, they're proud to see the rain stop and some drying take place. Now, as we said, the wind's going to do a good job at it, but lo and behold, I don't see a chance of any rain all the way through Thursday, 1 week away. But I do see a cool morning in the morning, 74 the high, then another cool morning Saturday, and a little cool Sunday and Monday morning. And then those overnight lows go to about 61, 62, 63. And we get into some almost summertime temperatures when we get into Sunday through Thursday of next week. But it's wide open weather. Hopefully things will get dried out and these boys can get everything ready to go in the ground. It's time to put some of it in the ground, isn't it, Floyd?
It's time. I talked to I saw a guy today. He done got him 175 acres planted of penders. Already got them in the ground. So
I don't think he's
I
going to
told him,
worry
I said,
about a
well, I
frost.
said, you ain't got to worry about them being in the moisture, man.
Yeah, that's it. Boy, enjoyed it tonight, guys. I got to run out of here, but pray for this nation. All you got to do is look at the news and see we need it. Queasel?
Thank you, Charlie. Hey, we appreciate y'all letting us spend a little time with y'all tonight. Had a good show. Laughed a little bit. Told some good stories. Told some things that needed things going on in the community and all that kind of stuff. Thought it was a good show. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope we made you smile. Maybe made you giggle a little bit. Cause life's too short not to laugh and to smile. And let me tell you something. If you ain't got nothing to smile about, that's because you're looking in the wrong place to find something to be happy. If you ain't happy, you need to change what you're looking for. You ain't gonna find it on this earth. You ain't gonna find it in a bottle. You ain't gonna find it. You ain't gonna find it nowhere else. You need to go to church. Marvin's gonna talk to you a little bit about that church. You need to go to it. You need to find out why we always so happy. We done read the book. We know who's gonna win in the end, and we want you on the winning team. Don't you just think about that and think about what's going on. This weather, this beautiful weather we have, and had a lot of rain, but we needed it. And if we didn't need it, the Lord wouldn't have sent it. So now it's going to dry out, and things is summertime and warm weather is coming. The fish fit to start biting. You couldn't ask for nothing no better. Thank y'all for letting us spend some time with y'all. We appreciate it, and see y'all next week. Floyd?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Queasel. I agree with everything you say, man. We all on the same page here. All four of us think alike. And here's what I want you to remember. I want you to remember to exercise your Second Amendment rights wherever you go at all times. Every waking moment that you have, be ready to exercise your Second Amendment rights. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Know where you are at all times. Know who is in your space. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Surround yourself with like-minded people. And tonight you're gonna lay down in that good bed. You're gonna put your head on that pillow and everything gonna be cool, everything gonna be good. You start thanking God. I'm talking about God Almighty, the God that created this whole universe, created this world, created us. You start thanking him for what he's done for you today. And you'll go to sleep and you'll still be thanking him. Good night, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Take us on home, Marvin.
Hey, guys, we appreciate you joining us tonight. Been a great night. Hope all of you have a great week. Hope all of you have a blessed week. Hey, look for the brightness in life. Scripture for the day says, if anyone speak, he should do it as one speaking the very words of God. If anyone serves, he should do it with the strength that God provides, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ. To him be the glory and the power forever and ever. Amen. Church is coming Sunday. Go to the church of your choice and worship the God of heaven above. Keep your head up. Keep positive attitude. Keep looking up, because I promise you this, the Lord's coming back, and it may not be long. And so keep your eyes upward. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, we're going to be right back here next week, same time, same place, for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you're around, always be particular. Good night, y'all.
See you.
See y'all.